Milwaukee, Wisconsin, known for its beer, baseball, and Midwestern charm. But look a little closer, and the city tells a darker story. Abandoned buildings, unsolved disappearances, and spirits said to walk its oldest halls. From haunted theaters to hotels with permanent guests, Milwaukee holds secrets behind every brick. This isn't just a city with history, it's a city where the strange still lives. Here are just 5 of many curious cases from the city of Milwaukee. Number 1. The haunting of Shaker's Cigar Bar. In the heart of Milwaukee's historic 3rd Ward stands a building where time and something else refuses to move on. Shaker's Cigar Bar, built in 1894, is a dimly lit haven for cigar lovers and cocktail sippers. But beneath its elegant charm lies a darker history. Once a brothel, a speakeasy, and, if the rumors are true, a hideout for Al Capone's men, this bar is steeped in secrets. And some say not all of them are silent. Patrons and staff alike report chilling experiences. A piano that plays itself, glasses sliding across tables, and footsteps echoing where no one walks. But the most unsettling presence is known as Elizabeth, a young woman believed to have been murdered upstairs during the building's brothel years. Her room is still intact and available for overnight ghost tours. Visitors often leave shaken, claiming they felt watched, touched, or overwhelmed by an inexplicable sadness. Today, Shaker's leans into its haunted legacy. It hosts nightly tours and has been featured on multiple paranormal shows. But is it all just ambiance and legend, or something more? Whether you believe in ghosts or not, Shaker's Cigar Bar offers one undeniable truth: history lingers here. Number 2. A city that swallows people. Something strange lingers in Milwaukee, a city known for breweries, cold winters, and a blue-collar past. But beneath the surface is something colder. Every year, people go missing here, without answers, without clues, and sometimes without a trace. It's as if the city itself has hollow places where people vanish, pulled into some unseen current. And the more you dig, the more unsettling the patterns become. Jeffrey Dahmer didn't just live in Milwaukee. He thrived here, undetected for years. It's not just the horror of what he did, but the fact that he was able to do it for so long in plain sight. His apartment wasn't on some remote farm. It was in the middle of a neighborhood. Is it just coincidence? Or is there something about this city that lets monsters go unnoticed? There's a tension in the air here, an eerie quiet that settles over certain streets at night. Some people say the city feels thin in places, like the veil between our world and something else is worn down. Milwaukee has its fair share of ghosts, yes, but some of them are still flesh and blood, the kind that watch from windows, follow silently, and know exactly where to make someone disappear. This isn't just another missing person story. It's a question of whether Milwaukee is simply a backdrop or a character in the mystery. Because something is feeding here. And if the past has taught us anything, it's that the worst horrors don't always come from the woods. Sometimes they live next door. Number 3. The Riverside Theater. Built in 1928, the Riverside Theater is a masterpiece of opulence, gilded decor, sweeping balconies, and a reputation as one of Milwaukee's most iconic venues. But once the last act is over and the audience has filtered out, the real show begins. Many staff and visitors have reported strange occurrences after hours. Cold spots that drift across the stage, doors that creak open on their own, and the unsettling sense that something or someone is watching from the shadows. One of the most persistent stories centers on a ghostly man seen in the balcony. Dressed in old-fashioned clothes, he's often spotted standing silently, hands clasped, as if waiting for a performance that never comes. Others say they've heard applause when the theater is completely empty, or footsteps pacing across the stage long after midnight. Whatever lingers here seems bound to the spotlight, drawn to the energy of performance and presence. The Riverside isn't marketed as a haunted theater, but ask anyone who works there, and they'll tell you the spirits are real. Whether it's a former performer, a devoted patron, or something older buried beneath the building's foundation, one thing's certain: not everyone leaves when the curtain falls. Number 4. The Brumder Mansion. Tucked away in a quiet Milwaukee neighborhood, the Brumder Mansion feels frozen in time. Built in 1910 by publisher George Brumder, the home has since become a bed and breakfast and one of the city's most talked about paranormal hotspots. Guests come for the old world charm, but many leave with stories they can't explain. Shadows that move without light, music that plays with no pianist, and voices that seem to speak directly into your ear. The most infamous location in the mansion is the Gold Room. Here, paranormal investigators have recorded spikes in EMF detectors, phantom footsteps, and direct responses to questions. Some claim a woman's presence can be felt, protective but assertive. Others have seen orbs, flickering lights, and personal belongings move during the night. Guests who sleep here often report vivid dreams or the feeling of being touched by invisible hands. Despite its elegance, the Brumder Mansion carries an atmosphere that's undeniably heavy, as if its history is still being written by those who never left. Whether you're staying for a night or just stopping in for a tour, you'll find that this house doesn't just preserve the past, it whispers it. Number 5. The Pfister Hotel. In the heart of downtown Milwaukee stands the Pfister Hotel, a towering symbol of luxury since 1893. Its grand marble staircases, glittering chandeliers, and ornate Victorian design evoke a bygone era of elegance. But behind the opulence lies something less inviting. Guests have whispered about ghostly encounters for decades. Strange knocking on walls, flickering lights, radios turning on without warning, and sudden cold drafts. These aren't just isolated events. They form a long and unnerving pattern. The hotel's most famous ghost is believed to be Charles Pfister himself, the original owner, still watching over his prized creation. He's often seen roaming the upper floors, dressed in a suit and surveying the lobby from the grand staircase. Some guests say they've woken up to find him standing at the foot of their bed, while others claim to have seen his reflection in mirrors, even when no one else was in the room. What makes it chilling is how calm, almost dignified these sightings feel, like a man who never really left his post. Professional athletes who stay at the Pfister during games, especially Major League Baseball players, are frequent sources of ghost stories. Some refuse to stay there entirely. Players have reported TVs flickering, furniture shifting on its own, and even doors slamming shut in locked rooms. These aren't publicity stunts or campfire tales. These are grown men, visibly shaken, sharing experiences that defy explanation. It's as if something about the hotel targets guests when they're alone, quiet, and off guard. Despite its beauty, the Pfister doesn't let you forget its age or its secrets. It's a place where luxury meets lingering spirits, and where a 5-star stay might come with a shadowy visitor or two. If you book a room here, expect the finest linens, impeccable service, and the chance that, after the lights go out, you might not be alone. Thank you for watching our first video. We'll be going on a grand tour of the world, sharing secret, scary, and interesting stories from towns all over. Stay tuned, and maybe your hometown will be next.